And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago in Gold Cup 2023 Group A, the second match of the group stage. The only team that could get eliminated tonight out of the four is St. Kitts and Nevis. If Trinidad wins, they will punch a ticket to the knockout stage. If Jamaica wins, they will top the group until the result of the U.S. match versus St. Kitts is finished. Whether that means that Jamaica scored more goals against Trinidad than the U.S. did against St. Kitts, and they would still top the group, or St. Kitts somehow draws or wins, we'll find out. But if St. Kitts loses tonight, they will be eliminated from CONCACAF Gold Cup contention, because that would mean either Trinidad has 6 points, Jamaica has 4, and the USA would have 4. St. Kitts could not get there in the third match. They would be eliminated from Gold Cup contention if they were to lose tonight. But Jamaica, this is pretty much a win or you're in trouble situation. Jamaica, if Trinidad wins, they go through. If Jamaica draws, they still would be able to win and get through with 5 points, most likely. Still would be second, but there you go. Basically, it's get a result or you're in trouble if you are Jamaica. Trinidad, if they win, makes it easy for them. But starting 11s are as follows. Andre Blake in goal. The back four of Deshaun Bernard, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Kamar Lawrence. The midfield five of Bobby Reed, Joel Latibaudiere, Kevon Lambert, and Damari Gray. Front two of Michael Antonio and Leon Bailey. For Trinidad and Tobago in goal, Frenderup. The back five of Aubrey David, Samuel Bateau, Moses, Shannon Gomez, and Alvin Jones. The midfield five of Johnny Fortune, or the midfield four of Johnny Fortune, Levi Garcia, Neville Hackshaw, and Andre Rampersad, and Malcolm Shaw up top. Not going to watch USA right now. That's second when it starts. Oh, nice. I mean, they should win anyway. Yeah, the time isn't good for you, but how we doing, Winvo? How we doing, Rory? That's crazy, to be honest. Teams are about to walk out. Aaron Long used to be good. Now we have an injury with Morris. Which one, Aiden or Jordan? Because if it's Jordan, you're probably fine. If it's Aiden, you're in trouble. Teams are walking out. Jamaica wearing their yellow, Trinidad wearing their red in St. Louis at City Park. No, I didn't go. I'm waiting for Leagues Cup. I'm waiting for Leagues Cup America versus St. Louis. That's what I'm waiting for. I do have a soft spot for Jamaica. I could have went for that. But, you know, why would I go to watch a B team in the U.S. play St. Kitts? It's a waste of money. Jamaica, though, you know. But if you're going to go, why not go to both? I think it's probably cheaper to buy both the double tickets anyway. So then you have to watch that game. It's better to watch at home. USA versus St. Kitts. Of course you're here for it. Honestly, I'm here for it too. I have a soft spot for the Avs. Here's the Jamaican national anthem. I bet 10,000 USD on a parlay, including Canada. They were the only team to F me over. I cannot believe what a jobber team Canada is. Well, I mean, that's why you don't. You must be rich as shit then. Unless the 10,000 was what you were going to get paid out. But really? I mean, they should have beat Guadeloupe, but yeah, they did screw you over. I can't even defend that. They did screw you over. When's USA playing next? Jordan Morris. Ah, hell. Why aren't they playing in Miami? I don't know why. CONCACAF definitely wanted to shoehorn in City Park. So there we go. You already said that. I'd be rooting for St. Louis when they're playing in Mexico. What are you talking about? Columbus pick is in. As you should focus on the league over the N Club World Cup, over the U.S. Open Cup. Trinidad's national anthem here. You still have multiple ways to qualify to Champions Cup besides the U.S. Open Cup, so I'd say 2-0 Jamaica. Colton's better anyway. Adam Fantilli going to Columbus. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Good pick. So Bedard did go to Chicago, right? That was pretty odd. I didn't see it, but I'm guessing Bedard did go to Chicago. They didn't change it. He did. There we go. Okay. But I heard after the Flames make their pick, Treliving will be able to be at the Leafs draft table. Not that that matters. The Flames are trying to move their pick. Besides, Leafs are way down there. USA prediction 3-0. Yeah, I would say some along those lines. 3-0 over St. Kitts. Yeah. Some along those lines. I agree. Andre Pierre Gignac is the best player in Liga MX history. He's up there, if not actually is. He's top 5 at least. Honestly, no, top 3. So, what? Funes Mori is better? True. No. They forget Hugo Sanchez at Pumas. Gignac is better. That's why I said top 3, but I think Gignac is better in my opinion. Didn't Evan Rodriguez, wasn't he a Leaf for like 10 minutes? Wasn't he a Leaf for like 10 minutes? Wasn't he a Leaf for like 10 minutes? And then we traded him because of reasons. Jamaica clean sheet. Yeah. As I said, 2-0 over Trinidad. Could be 2-1, but I still think Jamaica's the better side. Again, starting 11's Andre Blake, Kevon Lambert, Deshaun Bernard, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, Damari Gray, Joel Ladibaudiere, Damian Lowe, Mikael Antonio, Kamar Lawrence, and Javane Brown. Well, what about what he did at Liga MX? What they did before Liga MX is not what makes them the best Liga MX player of all time. So, yeah, Hugo played at Madrid. Cool, but that was before Liga MX. But that wasn't part of his Liga MX career. Gignac was at Olympique Marseille, but still. Frenderup, Aubrey David, Sheldon Bateau, Johnny Fortune, Levi Garcia, Kareem Moses, Shannon Gomez, Neville Hackshaw, Alvin Jones, Andre Rampersad, and Malcolm Shaw for Trinidad. How we doing, Angus? Costa Rican VAR tonight. Oh, boy. Well, Telfer's on the bench. Luke Singh is on the bench. 2 former Toronto players are both on the bench. Kevin Molino's also on the bench, which that's just stupid, but okay, Trinidad. How much will the air quality affect this game and the U.S. game? I'm sure there'll be some effects, but I'm not a scientist. I know the air quality shit. I haven't been out much. I'm not a scientist. I'm sure it'll affect the game in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they should have a water break anyway. And here we go. The kickoff, Jamaica. Leon Bailey to kick off. Can Jamaica pick up the win? NHL signed a 10-year deal with Fanatics. Quality control issues already rising on jerseys. Yep. Jamaican socks look cool. They've been wearing those for a while. Jamaica 4-0 over St. Kitts and Nevis. That's the third match day. USA, on the other hand, yeah, I could see that. Jamaica getting 4. I don't know about the U.S. getting 4, though. This game is as full as a TFC game. Oh, okay. I mean, oh, no, TFC games are fuller than this, even when they're crap. Poor air quality, so they do reference it. Yeah, I mean, again, I'd be more able to say if the air quality would really affect this game if I had played football today, like a pickup football game, or tried to run through some exercises or something, or if I was a scientist. But all I know is the air quality is horrible. Let's remember, I'm only 15 minutes away. I could have went if I wanted to, but I was waiting for Leagues Cup, but I said that already. San Jose's on the clock. Playing forward. Here's a chance for Jamaica. Bobby Reed puts it onto the side netting. Almost a goal for Jamaica. Yeah, this game's going to be pretty easy for them. I'm not surprised. The footballers will be fine, but the 68-year-old vendor might suffer. That's true. Are you doing the USA game? I'm also doing that as well. Yes, I'm doing both. And I'm reviewing the USA game. As I've been doing for most match days except Canada's, I'm doing both. Well, thoughts on Eric Gutierrez to Chivas? I mean, sure. I mean, it's an okay move. It'll pan out. I don't think he's the big dog that Chivas wants him to be. He'll be a good player. They need an actual striker. I don't know if Vela comes back or Polito comes back. That would be good, but they need a more central team or player. Who's the main player for Trinidad? I would say, since Telfer, and I'd say Kevin Molino, but he's on the bench for some reason, which is just stupid. So as of the 11 they have, I like Malcolm Shaw. Malcolm Shaw is an amazing player in the Canadian Premier League for Atletico Ottawa. I think Malcolm Shaw is a wonderful player, great striker. He probably should be higher up than the Canadian Premier League. So as of now, with the 11 they put out, Malcolm Shaw. Their whole squad, Kevin Molino, but for some reason he's on the bench, which makes no sense. Saved, which makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, Canada won't win Copa America, not after what's going on now. Argentina. I'm just going to go with Argentina. Argentina backs back to back. I don't know. I know Puerto Rico's a U.S. Territory. St. Kitts, it's in the Antilles. I don't know if it's a U.S. territory. Mr. Hurricane coverage doesn't know. I don't think they've ever... I'll have to look that up. I know Puerto Rico's a U.S. territory. You think I would know. Jamaica playing forward with the Hurricane coverage and CONCACAF. You think I would know. Copa America, yes. World Cup, no. Thoughts of Timu Pukki to Minnesota? I think Timu Pukki going to Minnesota is a wonderful signing. I think they need a striker like him. Longwan's a good player. They can play him with Pukki, but they also need a player for Reynoso to play into. And I think Pukki is the type of striker that Minnesota needs. I think he could play the Heath style pretty well. Hackshaw gets a yellow 5 minutes in. Okay. I think it's Savi or something. I think. But CONCACAF's been wearing these shirts for a long while now. It's been like 4 or 5 years. Like, I think the last year they didn't wear these shirts was the year Toronto lost to Chivas. I think ever since they've been wearing these. So, Gold Cup, Champions League, CONCACAF League, they've been wearing these for like 5 years. 4 or 5 years. Playing forward, the referees. Cross in. And I've seen the gray ones a good couple of times, so I think it's Savi or something. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's an S or a J. Oh, God. Well, I don't even want to hear his analysts in studio. I don't even want to hear his analysis. I thought so, but it didn't feel like the right answer, but that would be nice. Michael Antonio's down. Let's see. Moses brings down Antonio. Oh, he pulled. Oh, no. He pulled something. He pulled his either quad or gluteus maximus. Tata Martino is good in MLS as a coach. He's just not good really anywhere else. So Miami having Joseph and Messi with Tata and Busquets, 3 players he's coached before, I think that's a pretty good starting point. Antonio's going to still try to keep playing. Damian Lowe plays the drop ball forward. We're off in the 6th minute. I'll be right back. Habs are on the clock. Is Antonio washed up? No. He's been playing well for West Ham. What do you mean, washed up? Like, he just won a European trophy. Well, he was on the team that did. Jared Bowen technically won that trophy, but, you know. Tata washed up for Mexico and washed in MLS. I mean, it'd be funny if it blew up in Miami's face, but I won't say it blew up in their face until halfway through next season. Because, I mean, they've already been put behind the 8 ball pretty much this season, but USA 1-1 versus St. Kitts. No. I'm not, no. Not after they got beat 3-0 by Trinidad, no. St. Kitts. No, I'm not believing that hype. That hype died quickly. Trinidad's playing a little bit dirty so far, 8 minutes in. Who's winning the Gold Cup? Jamaica. I'm sticking with Jamaica. Tata will take Messi to another final. The U.S. Open Cup final. St. Kitts clean sheet. More like they ain't scoring nothing. Well, good for you. St. Kitts is not as good. Guadeloupe has some low-key talent, and the U.S. at least has B.J. Callahan. Turns out Herdman's a fraud. B.J. Callahan, on the other hand. And, I mean, you could argue the USA should have beat Jamaica, so I'm sure they wouldn't miss those chances against St. Kitts that they missed against Jamaica, so. The U.S., it's not as easy to win the Gold Cup with a B or C squad than the U.S. made it look last time. That's what I learned. Does Bahamas have a soccer team? Yes, I think they do. Hold on. The draw would give me the answer. The Nations League draw would give me the answer. So where is it? Where is it? I think this was, nope. That's on Guatemala picking up a win against Cuba yesterday. Guatemala deserved to win. They were the better side. Cuba just held on for a very good while, but it just wasn't enough. By the way, big ups to Raiko Arozarena, Randy's brother. I mean, hey, he played well. It could have been a draw. He did save a penalty, too. Yeah, that was Randy Arozarena's brother, Cuba's goalkeeper. I bet you didn't know that. Plays for Tampa Bay Rowdies. Something about Arozarena's playing for international teams. Capelli's a good shirt brand. Yeah, I agree. Players are down. For some reason, Arozarena's are amazing playing for international teams. It's crazy. I think it was somewhere. I'm forgetting. Oh, here we go. Bahamas. Yeah, Bahamas has a national team. Yep. They're in League B of the Nations League. Randy is Cuban, but he has Mexican citizenship. That's why he played for Mexico. His brother's Cuban, who doesn't have Mexican citizenship. But then again, why would he even be playing starting goalkeeper for Mexico? Even though he's probably actually better than, I'm not even going there. No, he's not better than Ochoa, but, you know. So, I bet he picked Cuba because there was no way he was over Malagon or Ochoa or Gerardo or so on and so forth. So, even though he could have Mexican citizenship, too. He just didn't pick. Molino's on the bench. So he plays for the Poverty Florida team. If that's what you want to call Tampa Bay Rowdies, yes. I thought you called Miami the Poverty Florida team. That's the side netting. Showing some chances here, 11th minute. Say the switchback's crest was slightly peeled off at the top, but the rest stayed on. His brother's 2 years younger. Yeah. So why doesn't Randy play for Cuba? Because he defected. And he got Mexican citizenship. Because he said he would play for Mexico if they gave him citizenship for the World Baseball Classic. And they did. And then he had an amazing tournament. Just like he did in 2020. The season he had then. It was a nice little throwback, to be honest. I watched that whole World Baseball Classic, yeah. Not many people do, but I did. I mean, Italy, Canada, and Japan were in it. Well, his brother did too, because he's playing for Tampa. I guess because there were some defectors that got to play for Cuba this time, so... Or at least he lived in Tampa most of the time. I don't know. But then again, that would have must have meant he defected. Which is weird. He's been here before. Japan should have won. You almost beat Japan. You almost made me root for the USA in the final, and I didn't want to do it. 13th minute. Y'all almost beating Japan made me almost have to root for the USA in the final. Luckily, Japan came back and walked it off. As they should have. Jamaica playing forward, 13th minute. Playing forward, Antonio loses the ball, but it plays back to Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey plays it through. Shot, goal! Goal! Damari Gray! Got an assist on match one. Now scores a goal. Damari Gray for Jamaica. It's 1-0. Damari Gray scores. What a shot. 14 minutes in. Damari Gray opens up the scoring for the Reggae Boys. "1-0 Jamaica. Beautiful goal. Mikel Antonio plays it back to Leon Bailey. Leon plays it in to Damari Gray, and Damari, there was way too much daylight. He put it right in where it needed to go, to the far post. Nutmegs defender and goalie. What a shot from the Everton men. No VAR? No, there is VAR in this tournament, but I don't see how that's offside, if that's what you're trying to say. Damari Gray, one for the birthday boy as well. He's 27 today. I guess. I didn't see. Jamaica's topping the group as of now with that goal, if they hold on to this result. Andre Blake plays forward. Calm, cool, and collected by Damari Gray. I think Montreal will be playing for the wild card this year in the NHL. They could make the playoffs. Don't sleep on them. I think they actually have something good going. I think they'll be a wild card contender. I didn't say. I think they make it personally, but I think they're a wild card contender. I think Florida falls off. Florida's a one-year wonder. Florida falls off. Toronto probably still finishes second in the Atlantic. Boston can't be as good as they were. Maybe Boston falls off too. Maybe the Habs could be third. I think Boston may fall off too. I don't think Boston would have another. I don't think Boston will have another season like this. 5-0 pending. This could be an unreal stat pad session. Well, that would be the reason why you win the group. As long as you get, what, a 3-0 against St. Kitts? I think you'll probably win the group then. Non-contender as in not a cup contender. Well, the last time we said that about the Habs, what happened? They made the cup final. So I wouldn't. No. And you know how that started. 2-0 Philly 2 over Orlando City B. But again, Jamaica has 1-0, and I think it's just going to get a bigger score line from here. But if Jamaica were to win about 5-0, 4-5-0, that pretty much just says they're not losing to St. Kitts. That means the USA would have to score about a 3-0 here tonight, then 3 or 4-0, then do another 4-0 against Trinidad, which I don't think they will. With the roster they brought, they may win. They'll certainly win, but they're not going to win by more than 3. I don't think so, personally. Can Guatemala get a draw against Canada? They could beat Canada if things aren't set right. I'm not playing it down. Leon! Offside! Oh, it is. Nope, offside. Leon Bailey is offside. Leon Bailey almost scored the second. No, you got to look at that. No, that's an early flag. He was on. He was on as the ball was released. That's a goal. They just got jobbed. Or are they going to check it? The referee holding his hand out. I think that's a goal. I think he was onside. I think he was onside as the ball got played, to be honest. But I think you got to check it. As I said, Jamaica was winning the whole damn thing. He's going to VAR. It's a goal. It's a goal for Leon Bailey in the 18th minute, as it should be. 2-0 Jamaica. Onside the whole way. As the ball was played, he made a blazing run. Leon Bailey scores a goal for the Reggae Boys. Frenderup got owned again on that far post. Dude, stop coming off your line if you want any chance. It's 2-0 Jamaica. Leon Bailey with the assist and now a goal. He's coming up big after Saturday night. Leon Bailey. '18th minute goal, 2-0. Isn't he like 30-something? I think he's 28, but let me check. He is 25. So he's younger than I thought, but he was definitely younger than what you said. He's been around for a while. 25. Dude's a monster for Jamaica and Aston Villa. As long as he put that damn rebound away, they'd have 6 points. And Trinidad would probably be screwed too. They wouldn't be eliminated, but they'd be screwed. They still have a chance if they were to beat the USA. Is Antonio 30? I think he's 28. I don't think he's 30 either. 33, dear Lord. Okay, no, he's actually over 30. He's a late bloomer. 33, Michael Antonio. I thought he was 28. Turns out he's a late bloomer. He hasn't been around for long, at least in the big conversation. No, 33. Late bloomer. Really late bloomer. So what? He'd be 36 the World Cup? And they want this guy? That's okay. I mean, sure. I mean, is he going to be in his prime? Probably not. I mean, Michael Antonio's a beast, but it's pretty much the World Cup. I mean, winning the Gold Cup would probably be a lot for him. Damari Gray crosses in. Frenderup loses the ball. That's offside. Mikel Antonio couldn't keep it forward. 33. 21st minute. So Leon's younger than we think, and Mikel Antonio's older than I think. Because Leon Bailey's been around for a long time. He's been around for a while. Like, I remember in 2017. I remember back then. People were talking about him. Yep, 17 Leverkusen Genk. Yep, I remember that. Mikel Antonio, on the other hand, I didn't hear his name till 2020. West Ham since September 2015. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it was West Ham. Yeah, because it's West Ham. Well, there you go. I wasn't paying attention until he was brought up as a Jamaican player, I guess. Well, Mikel Antonio. I knew Antonio in 2016. See, here's the thing. I was watching enough of the Prem, but I didn't really give him any attention until he was possibly a Jamaican player. Till that talk started, I should say. I didn't really care until it was like, oh, he could play for Jamaica? Oh, okay. Then I was like, oh, he must be 28 or something. 22nd minute. Trinidad with a free kick to play it forward. But a player that you thought was young but is actually way old. But again, that's probably Mikel Antonio for you. Like, let's put it like this. I still think of Theo Walcott as a young player, even though he's not. Because I remember when he was coming up. So, I still think of him as a young player, even though he's not. But that's just because, you know, things. Here comes Jamaica. That's out for a goal kick. Flyers on the clock. 2-0 Jamaica. Ken Hughes pulled a Steve Zerman. Went for a Mo Sauter top pick. I don't mind it. I trust Kent Hughes if I was a Montreal fan. 2-0. What's your thoughts on Slavkovsky? Good player. Good player. Has a lot of potential. Could definitely do some good things with Montreal. I'm not sure. They have a very good track and field pedigree, Jamaica. They're very historic in track and field. They're a high-level country at that. If you watch the Olympics and you follow track and field. So I'm going to say, I wouldn't say they're as fast as Usain Bolt, but there's some fast runners who come from Jamaica. I think Usain Bolt's hard to reach, but track and field is sort of Jamaica's national sport. That's their thing. Terry Dunfield. But that's their thing. If you watch Olympics, you watch track and field, which I do. I do follow track and field a good bit. Jamaica is one of the big countries in that. Jamaica, England, of course. Yes, 2012. It's on that roster. I'm happy he's gone. I believe in Terry Dunfield. Bacala needed to go. He should have went ago. He should have went to go a month ago. But it's a long time coming. Hell, it should have been the end of last season, but certainly a month ago. But with that being said, he needed to go. He's gone. I'm happy. I believe in Terry Dunfield. That's my thoughts. I think I've said enough about Bacala. Exactly. Yeah. I believe it. 25th minute, 2-0 Jamaica. So USA has to win by 2 to top the group at the end of the night. Or wasn't Jamaica above the USA? 26th minute. What language they speak in Jamaica? English and patois. So, which I could speak a bit of that. I said at least a month ago. It should have been the end of last season, but it's certainly after the Athletic article. Saved by Frenderup. Ramos is 37. I thought he was in his 40s. Could have sold that. I thought he was 32. Well, there's your answer for you. No, I thought he was at least old as he was supposed to be. I thought he was older. Oh, here's another one. Lewandowski, Robert Lewandowski. I certainly think he's younger than he really is. Why do I have faith in Dunfield? He knows about the club. He's been coaching the academy. I think he's a smart coach. He knows his tactics. He probably actually has a set of tactics. Bernadeschi was happy to see him. They had a good training session. There's at least going to be a new manager bounce. That's the way I have it. I think TFC wins this weekend. Real Salt Lake isn't that good anyway. But I believe in Terry. He knows how to have he has passion for the club. He knows the club inside and out. He's been a good academy coach. The players are happy to see him. I think they wanted the change at least. They're being open with him. They had a good training session, as he said, his own words. Subanse Lambert. Wait, hold on. Subanse Lambert Terry. Subanse Lambert Terry. Forget the Lambert Jimmy. It's the Lambert Terry. Subanse Lambert Terry. Now they drew their last game using some MLS-based players, and they had a couple of Canadian Premier League players who just got to move, like Dominic Sator for like 5 minutes. But still. That's sad to see. I'm a fan of Adebayo Ward. Subanse Lambert, Jimmy E. Lambert, Teddy. Yes. Throw in. As I said, I know enough Spanish to get by. I also know enough Spanish to read the memes on Liga MX's Reddit and laugh at them, I know. As you know. Well, I don't know if that's a laugh, but still playing forward. Mikel Antonio, what the hell? Nice play. Is he on? Is that a goal? Yes, it is. 3-0 Jamaica. Jamaica scores a third. It's 3-0. Nice play. That was another one from Demarai Gray. A brace from Demarai Gray, the Everton man. Nice play. 3-0 Jamaica. Mikel Antonio sets him up. Demarai Gray runs onto the ball. Nice dispossession by Mikel Antonio. Or that gets to Mikel Antonio. A nice dispossession by Lambert. Lambert with a dispossession that gets to Mikel Antonio, that gets to Demarai Gray. Yeah. Yeah, nice play. Can't believe it was onside. I don't know. That may have to be checked. No, they're going to play it through. Okay, Demarai Gray scored the 30th minute. Onside, sure. Okay. And then Demarai Gray had it played through him from Mikel Antonio. That's his second. 3-0. USA's going to have to score a lot. Yeah, I saw that too, like right before I went on vacation, because that's when Review Tech made a video about the sub requirement. I'm not happy about it. Well, I feel like I had to do more work. So I feel like I'm a little bit shortchanged. I'm not going to lie. Davi Silva's 36. Juan Mata may retire this year. Damn, that's older than I thought they were. But yeah, I kind of feel a little bit shortchanged because I had to do more work than somebody now has to do. But it is what it is. But yeah, I heard about it, I think, the night before I left on Review Tech's channel. Because I feel like I had to do more. I feel like I was shortchanged because I had to do more work to get monetized than somebody who starts their channel right now. They have to do half the work. I spent, what, an extra 4 months before I got monetized because of the old rules, and then 2 years later they freaking knock it down? Come on now. Like, I can't feel a little bit jobbed? I wouldn't say jealous. I feel jobbed. Like, yeah, I know he'll be singing at their concert soon. Like if they did it 5 years from now, I'd be like, okay, it's fine. 2 years, though? Like, less than 2 years? You're telling me. Maybe there's a plus to it, that there was more work that I had to do than others have to, but I don't know. "33rd minute. Oh, wait, hold on. Where was it? Beta! Stu Holton's doing the games tonight. We're really going to just run with that, aren't we? That's out for a corner for Jamaica. 33rd minute. We're really running with that. Yeah, basically got CONCACAF, yes. Son played on Aaron Mills with Ryan Telfer back in 2012. He wasn't the best striker back then, but the coach liked him because he was from Trinidad too. Not that he wasn't a good player. Telfer's good. He's just not MLS quality. Like, that's my problem. TFC tried to force him as some star. People were like, oh, he's the next big thing. I'm like, he's not MLS quality. He's not. He's MLS Next Pro quality. He's USL Championship quality. He's Trinidad quality. He's got talent. He ain't MLS quality. Like, what? He only scored, 2 goals and 2 assists with TFC? And then, hell, even with TFC 2, which that team sort of sucked, same thing. Like, 4 goals, 4 assists over 2 seasons. So, people were like, oh, he's the next big thing. I'm like, what? What are you saying that I'm not? He's good for Miami FC. He's good for Crew 2 standards. Even the Crew knew he wasn't MLS level because they didn't bring him up when they brought up Jason Russell-Rowe and Schulte and all those MLS Next Pro winners. They didn't bring him up. They let him go. So, talented player. Just not MLS level. I don't know why he's not starting tonight, as well as Kevin Molino, speaking of Crew players. Yeah. Is Kevin Molino still a Crew player? I think he is. Or maybe he left. I don't know. Kevin Molino's been a journeyman since he played with the Loons. Nice. 36th minute. 3-0 Jamaica. USA has to win 3-0 tonight to top the group at the end of the night. If St. Kitts loses, they're out. They're eliminated. Jamaica, top in the group. Trinidad still has 3 points. So that USA-Trinidad game could be for all the marbles for that second spot. As they should. As they should decriminalize weed on federal level. As they should, honestly, decriminalize all drugs. And try to rehabilitate addicts, not jail them. Especially non-violent drug crimes, but that's enough about that. Yeah, I know, I remember that. I'm not pulling it out of my ass that people thought he was the next big thing. But as they should decriminalize weed at the very least. But I know. And as they should have. Because most drug offenses are non-violent. There's way too many people in prison to be frank anyway. But if most drug offenses are non-violent, why not try to rehabilitate the addicts instead of punishing the addicts? That's just my thoughts. If that's what you choose, that's what you choose. As I said, it should be legalized federally, yes. Exactly. Jailing people for non-violent drug offenses is rooted in racism and xenophobia. This is true. Which is why, as well, once you decriminalize all drugs, all those convictions should be expunged. But that's enough politics for tonight. 39th minute. Trinidad playing forward. Jamaica looking for a fourth. Playing forward, that's going to 420 for all. I agree. Decriminalize all drugs and expunge all convictions for non-violent drug offenses. Hashtag libertarianism. '40th minute. Legalize weed. Legalize weed, decriminalize everything else. Expunge all convictions. That's where I stand. '40th minute. Legalize nuclear bombs. I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want that. Legalize bazookas. But doesn't that violate the non-aggression principle? It's a reference. Oh, really? That's sad. As soon as it starts getting legal everywhere else, Amsterdam reverses course. Ain't that weird? Ain't that something weird? Ain't that weird? Amsterdam used to be the libertarians' paradise, turns out. No way. Free kick for Jamaica. Yeah, this game is sort of boring if we're going down the road of libertarian ideals. Takes a shot over the bar. The free kick. The free kick is over the bar. Jamaica got a replacement opponent. Well, technically, yeah, Trinidad was the replacement in this group, but they came up from the prelims to actually be in Group A. So Trinidad should be better, actually. I don't know what's going on. USA is going to win by a landslide today. Not as much as Jamaica is going to win by. Honestly, you're right. Well, as I said, it used to be the libertarians' paradise. It isn't anymore. Where's my don't step on snake flag? Don't step on snake. Andre Blake to play forward. Who knows? These streams could touch on anything. Dvorsky for the Blues. That doesn't surprise me. That's been a problem for ages. Which that's just wrong for cops to do, but that's been going on for ages. I don't think that's anything new. "45th idea. Or 45th minute. What am I? 45th minute. I don't smoke weed or cigarettes, but that doesn't change the fact I think weed should be legalized. 3 minutes of stoppage time. See? Yeah, I've heard that before. Hemp paper is more sustainable. I've heard of that before. And efficient. I've heard of it. 46th minute. 3-0 Jamaica. Yeah. Cross in. Oh, missed the volley. That'd be a free kick the other way. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. The war on drugs and prohibition has been pushed by multiple angles over the past 100 years in multiple ways. Governmental, corporate, in many ways. And just any corruption in general has been, any corruption that's bad for the people in general has been pushed by the corporate interests and the government over the past 100 years. The government is not for us. Neither major party. And that's halftime. It is 3-0 for Jamaica versus Trinidad. They still got 45 minutes to play. This could get worse. 3-0 Jamaica over Trinidad. That sounds about right. I think it was DuPont. You're right. DuPont's had a hand in a lot of things. I think it was. Bacala must have given Trinidad game advice. Well, I mean, hell, he hasn't no job anymore. He has no job anymore. So what do you think he should be doing? I could see it. Or some sort of deep state individual. Bacala's out from some sort of deep state situation. Who's TFC playing next? Real Salt Lake at home on Canada Day. And then Canada plays right after that. Double, baby. Double. But RSL, wait, no, they traded him. But RSL, didn't they lose somebody to the Gold Cup? that really matters? I think they did. I don't know. Well, I mean, we did too. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sid Tot will be back. We're back for the stats at the half. We are back for the stats at the half. 63% possession or 37% possession. 5 shots to 0. 4 big chances to 0. 233 accurate passes, 92% to 123. 85%. 9 fouls to 7. 1 offside to 0. 2 corners to 0. 5 shots to 0. 3 shots on goal to 0. 252 passes to 145 passes. 92% pass accuracy to 85. 4 throws to 7, 1 yellow card to 2, no red cards on either side. 3-0 Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica's just dominating this game. Jamaica is the better side by far. Trinidad has no answers, and Jamaica could still make this even worse or this scoreline even bigger for themselves as this game goes. Jamaica's just the better team. Trinidad really is not showing anything worth anything in this game so far. Jamaica's showing their talent by far as of tonight. They're showing their talent and their growth as a group. They should be on 6 points, but they're not. But Again, Jamaica's just the better team. TV too loud. I don't know what that means. With that being said, Jamaica, better team. They're winning. Deservedly so. So let's look to the next match because we'll be covering that. USA versus St. Kitts. My TV's muted. And that's closed. I gotta watch it somehow. Yeah, I don't even understand. Oh. I don't know. But with that being said, USA, if they win, St. Kitts is eliminated. If USA draws to St. Kitts are still alive. If St. Kitts wins, both teams are still alive. But USA's in some trouble. They're not in a good position going into the final match day. But if USA wins, St. Kitts will be eliminated because St. Kitts cannot reach 4 points. I'll try. Westberg. Quentin Westberg keeper kit, at least the shirt and the name set. It doesn't have the logo, but it's because I bought it. I bought the shirt from Dick's Sporting Goods. Well, I mean, it's their keeper kit from 2019, except with the numbers. Oh, okay. You know the numbers. It doesn't have the patches, but it has the 2019 keeper kit with the numbering, and because it's the one he wore in Columbus. And I was like, I like the shirt. I like keeper kits. It's just hard to buy for the club. 9 p.m. Eastern is when the next match starts. So I guess that 8:30 is just... Oh, no. Hell no. Hell no. No, no, no. No, I never did that. I could buy a Sean Johnson kit. Well, I'd be okay with it. I'm not buying a Greg Ronjitsing kit, though. Second half's about to kick off here. So I guess that 8:30 was BS, wasn't it? I'm not surprised. Why'd they say 8:30 then? Huh. Speaking of, let's open up a new FOT mob link. Yeah, that's BS. 9 o'clock, because it always does this. All right, so what we got? The friendlies, club friendlies, and it's not even on here. Minnesota versus Kaiserslautern. $7:30 match score only shown at full time. Oh, here we go. Sofa score, maybe. I don't know if I can keep track of it. Is that Terrence Boyd's team, by the way? I can't keep up with it. That sucks. That's true. They need to move the Coyotes. True. It's true. All right. Waiting for the second half to start. Winning's what matters. Trinidad and Tobago need a lot of technical and coaching help to lift the standard of soccer. I agree with that because they don't look like they're even trying. I saw that. Just like the Coyotes are the butt of every joke. How about we move them to Atlanta or Quebec City? Yeah, I need to buy a Leaf sweater before Fanatics takes over. Is that next season? Or the season after next, I should say. Is it still one more year of Adidas? Or is it Fanatics starting in October? Sabres pick Zach Benson. 24-25. So we still have a season. Okay. So I guess they want people to forget about the fact Fanatics takes over by the time Fanatics takes over. So people are pissed off now and not then. I got it. Or at least they get the Adidas numbers right. Because they know Fanatics sucks. Preferably, I'll see if they got one of those reverse retros on sale. Kaiserslautern is the team that Terrence Boyd plays for. Yeah, because didn't they just play Louisville? And Terrence Boyd scored with a falling over header. That's true. iScore has the score. Here we go. Playing forward is Jamaica over Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica looking to score more goals. 6 Croatia jerseys yesterday for $9 each, or $10 each. That's nice. Dexter is on for Kamar Lawrence. Kamar is off at the half. Flamengo 1-0 over Alcas. Nice. Aubrey David is off for Jovan Jones for Trinidad. Damari Gray looking for a hat trick. Maybe. Hodge is on for Malcolm Shaw at the half for Trinidad. It's 3 subs at the half at least. Who's winning? Johnny Fortune is off for Ovrai is the 3rd sub. Who's winning? Jamaica's winning 3-0. Makes you wonder if the Kaiserslautern game is on ESPN+. I want the Avs away jersey because I feel like they might change that or something when the takeover happens. Yeah, I could see it. And I like the light blue numbering on it. So Jamaica made 1 sub at the half. Trinidad made 3. Trinidad has 3 windows and 2 subs, which pretty much means they have 2 windows and 2 subs. Or 1 window if they want to make both. Jamaica has 3 windows and 4 subs. Still poor air quality. Tie up. Actually, while I'm at it, let's look then. Since they're doing that, let's look. Mississauga's 3 times bigger in population than Guadalupe. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, that's right. Will Trinidad score? No. Exactly. Jamaica's playing Canada in the World Lacrosse Championships. Ain't that something? Nope. Which probably tells you Apple TV doesn't have it either. Because it was either ESPN Plus for the Bundesliga rights or Apple TV for the MLS rights for the Kaiserslautern Minnesota game. Nope. Ha! Nope. Seriously? Only way you can watch is if you're there. Mountain Hems from the 90s only came back when Adidas took over and they were overhauling certain jerseys. Here we go, 48th minute. Yep, 48-17. Reebok Edge was a very weird and interesting era. Nobody likes the Edge jerseys. Not even me. The Blues might have done it the best, to be honest. I think Reebok Edge, the only team that really looked good in Edge jerseys were the Blues. Like, I always remember those Edge Blues jerseys, like the Kachuk era. Shot, goal! Trinidad scores at 3-1. 3-1, Trinidad. Rumpersad scores. 3-1. Andre Rumpersad. Onside. I don't know. Own goal? Maybe. Blake's absolutely pissed. I don't blame him. Rumpersad. So Garcia plays in. Rumpersad gets the touch. Pops it in there. 3-1, 50th minute. Andre Rumpersad of the Halifax Wanderers gets the goal. Ninth minute. Pittsburgh makes the pick, or Dubas made the pick for Pittsburgh, Braden Yeager. Trinidad comeback. No. That was a horrible defensive play. I think Jamaica will be fine. I think they may just score more goals now that they got scored on. Looks like they were already on that plant. Yeah, Savi is the keeper or the ref kit maker. Yep, Savi. I've never heard of them besides seeing them on CONCACAF kits. Why not? 51st minute. Savi Foot is the group that makes these kits. Oh, hey, look, they're right there. There's some right here. CONCACAF long sleeve jersey men's cut. If you look at the Google images of Savi referee kits, it's right there. 52nd minute. They have blue and yellow. And it looks like they're a French line of jerseys. Looks like they're a French company. Oh, that's a CONCACAF referee coin. Well, there's that too. And CONCACAF professional referee card set. Huh. You shouldn't have shown me any of this. And there's a CONCACAF covered referee professional flag set. I did not need to see any of this. $52nd minute. Now I'm gonna buy all this stuff. What did I do? I didn't need to see any of this. A CONCACAF referee wallet. You could actually buy a CONCACAF referee wallet. No joke. Just look up Savi referee kits. You'll see all the stuff I saw. CONCACAF referee coin. Oh, a CONCACAF bag. Well, now I just found a freaking piece of luggage for another trip. There we go. Ain't that something? No joke. This is amazing. Loon's playing midweek. We'll play him on Saturday. I should not have looked the CONCACAF kits, ref kits up, but now I have. A CONCACAF coin, a CONCACAF ref book, a CONCACAF bag, I'm buying all that. I want to buy all that. My carry-on now is a CONCACAF bag instead of the backpack. I need to replace that backpack anyway. It's a bit old. 53rd minute. It's a bit old. And ref book, yeah, the cards like the one I have, but with CONCACAF printing on it. Then CONCACAF's logo's on the cards itself. Kaiserslautern goal 1-0. That doesn't surprise me. Throw in for Jones for Trinidad. Nashville's on the clock. Leafs are what, like 10 picks away? And you know how, like, Hockey Guy makes fun of the hockey refs wearing the hockey ref shirt? Maybe I'll do the same thing with a CONCACAF ref shirt. Even if it's pro refs, but still. Oh, yeah, the draft is in Nashville. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why Dangle was there. Oh, that makes sense. Shot! Bailey! Side netting again! Oh, my God. Leon Bailey misses against the side netting once again from close range. You can't do that 2 games in the row. And he just missed again. Reynosa's playing the can't score while they're playing a Bundesliga 2 side. So they got Eric Dick in goal for the Loons. Yeah, meme keeper. CONCACAF wallet. It's the official corrupted wallet of the world. '56th minute. Yeah, Leon Bailey did it again. From on to basically unmissable territory, he puts it into the side netting again. 2 games in a row. How do you do that? Funnily enough, Terrence Boyd is starting. Oh, God. Did he score? I wonder if he gets a penalty and then skies it again. Well, Inter Miami. Be good with Tata Martino being the new coach. They'll be better to have most of the season. They can't be worse. Craig Butler said his boy Leon's the Jamaican Messi. Messi wouldn't be missing shots like that. Yes, Leon scored today. That is true. But you don't miss shots like that if you're Messi. 2 nights in a row, especially. Somebody needs to get that right foot working again for Leon. Because I don't see the right foot. I don't see him being double-footed. That right foot ain't working. That right foot ain't working. Not one bit. I don't see it. I think he needs a foot transplant. Apparently Fanatics, one who manufactures Nike jerseys for both MLB and NFL. So far, good reviews for both uniforms. And their Fanatics NBA jerseys, which those were pretty good. Oh, look, Sean Johnson's starting in goal for the USA tonight. Let's go! Come on, Sean! DeJuan Jones, Jalen Neal, Matt Miazga, Brian Reynolds, Jordy Mihailovic, James Sands, Gianluca Busio, Cade Cowell, Jesus Ferreira, and Alex Zendejas. They're still starting Ferreira. Oh, my God. They're still starting Ferreira. That is just... I'm happy to see Sean Johnson be the goalie tonight. I should have went. Damn. That's actually smart. I should have went then. Had I known, that would have been awesome. Maybe bad for you, but good for me. It's good for me. At least he's there. At least Sean Johnson is there and he's actually playing a game. At least he's not sitting on the bench the whole tournament. If he's there, it makes me feel better, at least if he started a game. If he sat on the bench the whole tournament, I'd be pissed. Because they could have just let him stay in Toronto then, and we didn't have to watch Ranjit Singh play like a freaking 5-year-old. Play like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm glad Johnson got a start. So it's like, okay, at least he got a start. They called him up for a reason. Instead of, oh, they could have just let him stay in Toronto. They could have called up freaking Celentano instead, but no. They had to screw us over. No, at least Johnson got a start, and I'm hoping for the best for him. I could have cared less if he was still playing for New York, but, well, I have to care now, don't I? Jesus starts, OMFG. Yeah, Berhalter must have called that one in. Brandon should be starting for sure. Imagine the USA doesn't win. I'm going to laugh my ass off. If Trinidad got or beat St. Kitts, but the U.S. doesn't, whether it's a draw or loss, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. No. Well, actually, no. Well, I mean, Jamaica was already favored anyway, so Jamaica's still the favorite. They were the favorite even with the USA, Canada, and Mexico this tournament, so Jamaica would still be the favorite. Terrence Boyd, eh? It was Terrence Boyd, 60th minute, 3-1. Your boy, Boyd. Ah! Well, man, I wish you could have done that with Toronto. Hell. Jesus Ferreira starting. Still should be Brandon Vasquez. But, hey, at least they started Jordi Mihailovic instead of Senora. At least they did that. Good. And Sean got a start because God knows I'd be pissed off if he didn't start a game at all or even play half of one. If he got called up for nothing instead of Celentano, I'd smash my head against the wall. Because that means I'd have to watch freaking Greg Ranjit Singh at least start 3 or 4 games just so, you know, just because the USA wanted to screw us over. And we wanted to also sign another international as our backup. But, hey, at least it looks like El Salvador is going to be screwed. So that means Tomas Romero comes back early. Trinidad could be tough for the USA. I think so. What would happen if St. Kitts scored against Sean Johnson? I don't know if I'd be happy about it, to be honest. It depends if it's his fault or not his fault. If it's his fault, I'm going to be scared that maybe he's lost it. Johnson on for Javane Brown. Daniel Johnson on for Javane Brown. Jamaica will make another sub. Yeah, that's what they said. Yep. So they did move their pick. And Shamar is on for Bobby Reed. So Jamaica has 2 subs left with 2 windows. Trinidad has 3 windows and 2 subs, even though that technically means just 2. Yeah, that makes sense. But, hey, at least Sean got a start. Again, I said it once. I'll say it again. If Sean didn't get a start, I would have lost it because that means they didn't need to call him up. They could have called up Slanina and Celentano, but they're giving Sean a start. I could at least say, okay, it's not like we had to play, or it's like we had to play Ranjit Singh. If the U.S. called up Sean just to screw us over, I would have pulled my hair out. He didn't start. I would have pulled my hair out. Honzek is going to Calgary. By the way, don't mind me. This game is sort of boring. 63rd minute. I'm not saying Sean isn't a good keeper. I'm just saying I'm looking out for my club over y'all. If he didn't get a start, I'd be pissed off because we could have just kept him. Even though he's liked in the locker room, I mean, seriously. If you're not going to use somebody, why call them up? Hubba bubba. These are really good. I bought like 2 packs. Kevin Molino's coming on. Coming on for Andre Rampersad for Trinidad. That's what they did with MLB. But I bought 2, which are there's 10. Like I think on my way to Louisville. Because I haven't seen these in a while. I really like these. Hubba Bubba Max. I think Strawberry Watermelon was one of my favorites, but I haven't seen them in a while. So only done 3, so I'm trying to make these last. '64th minute. It's like if I saw like those Tom's chips on my way somewhere on my vacation. I would have bought like 5 or 6 bags or whatever the hell they had at the gas station. They wouldn't have lasted that long. Shamar, shot, past the post, barely past the post. The group stage ends on Tuesday. Yeah, I guarantee you, had I bought some of those Tom's chips, if I found them, yeah, they'd be gone by before the group stage ended, or at least the day the group stage of this tournament ends. That's how fast this tournament's going. Throw in. I didn't find them at all. I need to buy those Tom's chips off of their website, don't I? Yeah. Those still wouldn't last longer than a month. That's past the post. Leon Bailey puts it past the post. Off the cross. At least that wasn't a unmissable range. Oh, no, it was actually. My bad. It was his left foot, though. Huh. That's what I should do. I've done that before, back in 2009 or something. We did that before when they were like wavy. I should do it again. So we've done it before. So it's been done. I think it was from actually a gas station that had a crate of the smaller bags. But still, if you could do it then, I'm sure you can do it now. They still wouldn't last more than a month and a half. Damari Gray goes down. Flamengo good. Of course Flamengo is good. What did you think they were? Leo Pereira for Flamengo. Not surprising. Who are they playing is the question. Corinthians goal 1-0. Frenderup is down versus Liverpool, Uruguay. Is that Flamengo or Corinthians? Either way, both teams are doing what they're supposed to do. Frenderup might have pulled. Oh, he thinks he got hit in the head? Oh, okay, he did actually. Yep. Back of the head by the knee. Yep, he did by Damari Gray. But that's not a foul. That's just happens. Flamengo versus Aras. Good bit of Trinidadians got to St. Louis. That's something. 68th minute. Trinidad still losing 3-1. Matthias Araujo for Corinthians scores. St. Kitts and Nevis is the next game. I also found out on the Fox Sports app, you just click on the show and it keeps playing. It doesn't, you don't have to re-click every time. Are you covering the Women's World Cup in July? Maybe, depending. Oh, is that a penalty? Penalty for Trinidad. Oh, no. Leagues Cup, yes. Maybe Women's World Cup, depending. But they're actually saying time zones. Or some of the matches are still similar to where the Leagues Cup matches are with a time zone. So it's not like it's early morning. It's late night to early morning. No head-up penalty. It's a penalty for Trinidad. Jamaica may just bottle this. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2-1 Minnesota. Oh, no. VAR. They're going to VAR. 70th minute. Let's see what they're checking. Is it the penalty or is it a possible red card? It's the handball. That went off the head of Lowe. That's not a handball. As of now, nope, it went off his head. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Off the head, no penalty. Drop ball. I don't know. Wait, I think they put it in halfway through World Cup qualifying, though. I think they did. This federation's cash poor, and you know why. That's why. I told you no, it had a penalty. It wasn't a penalty, no. Or it wasn't a penalty, yes. 71st minute. Shot past the post by Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson puts it past the post, 71st minute. This Fed relies on the funding for USA, Mexico for funding. If they quit funding, the Fed will go under. That's true. Am I the only one that feels like Jamaica is getting a bit too comfortable here? Am I the only one that feels like they're getting a bit too comfortable here? Cross in. Nothing there. Jamaica aren't even trying. Yeah, I think they're feeling a bit too comfortable. Because each country can't afford VAR. But the U.S. could subsidize it, damn it. Mender Garcia for 1-1. Second is Sang Bin Jung for Minnesota against Kaiserslautern. But, again, Mexico and the USA could, what's the word, subsidize it. Besides, VAR is just a freaking screen. VAR is just a screen you share a video feed to. I mean, it isn't that hard. Unless Media Probe don't want to put that many cameras out. Which makes you wonder why there was Champions League VAR for everybody, but okay. Alvin Jones gets a yellow. This is a free kick for Jamaica, 74th minute. So. Exactly. That's all you have to do. You have enough camera angles. Put it in a small truck. It can't cost that much. Yeah, it wasn't a pen. No. Headed away. Free kick the other way for Trinidad. Yep. 74th minute. Damian Lowe got another yellow card, which I think that means he's suspended for the next match. Because I think it's 2 yellow cards before suspension per match. For yellow card accumulation. So he's out for the next match. Damian Lowe, yeah. Yep, he's out. Damian Lowe will not play the next match. '76th minute. Maxi Morales is playing in Copa Libertadores against Nubiense. It's 0-0, 40 minutes. Nublense. It's been 9 years since the 2014 World Cup. Yeah, that's how time works. At least Messi finally won a World Cup. And that's Trinidad's last sub. Khan on for Gomez. No Telfer or Luke Singh for that matter. '76th minute. Corey Burke for Mikhail Antonio. Which means they have one more window for one more sub. I just realized my 20-year anniversary of being a football fan has a World Cup in this country, in CONCACAF. Ain't that something? 2026 World Cup, baby. Get better lungs then. Breathe air. These Cristiano Ronaldo crybabies on Twitter trying their best. '78th minute. 3-0 Flamengo. Trinidad with a second. There's their cross. Or I should say trying for a second, but that was the cross. Nothing out of it. Leon Bailey plays it past Molino. 79th minute. 11 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Plays through. Here's a chance, and nobody's there. That'll be cleared, I should say. Shamar was in between way too many players to do anything there. Remaining Group A matches, Jamaica, July 2nd versus St. Kitts. July 2nd for Trinidad is against the United States. So on Sunday. Jamaica's in F around, find out territory. Yeah, they're playing a bit too comfortably. Daniel Johnson can't get the shot off. I bet you watch FIFA Uncovered, yeah? I watched that around Christmas. Good. It's a good documentary. I think it was, what, 4 episodes? Or was it 6? It was 4 or 6 episodes. I watched half of it on Christmas Eve, and then the other half on Christmas Eve. I think so, yeah. Good documentary. There we go. I was a big fan of Timothy back in the younger days. Still like him, but back in the day, man. Exactly. FIFA Uncovered. It's even I learned something. I think I talked about it a couple of days ago, where it was really covered on CONCACAF or centered on CONCACAF with Jack Warner and Chuck Blazer. Maybe that's why you watched it. I'd like to think. Even I learned some. Must have been really good if I learned some. Nine minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Jamaica's still leading, but they're about to at least only win by 1. Richards is coming on for Leon Bailey. Richards on for Leon Bailey. Dujon Whisper Richards is on for Leon Bailey, the Wonder Kid. For the last 8 minutes plus stoppage time. Yep. I'm not surprised. Yep. The one who's going to Chelsea, Whisper Richards, still playing the last 10 minutes of this match. Yep, they're so comfortable they're playing a 17-year-old who's a wonder kid. Yeah, that's not going to. Hopefully he gets a goal. '83rd minute. Shamar crosses into Damari Gray. Damari Gray can't get his hat trick, at least right now. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, I still watch Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, and last year I watched FIFA Uncovered. I don't know if I'll do that every year, but most Christmas movies are kind of eh. How we doing, HJU? Would you take bribes if everyone around you took bribes? No. No. I wouldn't take any bribes. I wouldn't snitch either, but I wouldn't take any bribes. USA wins by 10 goals today. I'll give you 10,000. Yeah, that's not happening anyway. So, let me put it like this. I wouldn't take any bribes, but I wouldn't snitch on anybody who are taking bribes. No snitching. There's the question I was answering. It's not going to happen anyway. Good. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. '86 minute. Remember Charlie Musonda? People thought he was going to be the next big thing at Chelsea. Then they just kept loaning him out. I know. Because they stopped playing after the first half. They're just waiting this out, which that wasn't smart. But they're still winning, so. '87th minute. Top 5 national teams all time. 2010. 2008 to 2012 Spain is number 1. 2014 Germany. Current France. Brazil. And 2018 to 2022 Croatia. Top 5. Trinidad players keep falling from a slight touch of the wind. Too funny. Jamaica's still winning, though. They should be winning by more. See, here's the thing about that. I'm only 23. So, like, most of my... I'm probably going to be more biased to things I've actually seen. But I said Brazil overall. Like, everything about Brazil. I put Brazil in fourth just in general. Not like one era. They've always had a good era. Brazil's never fell out of a good era. They just never have. Anyway. Who do you think will get the 2030 World Cup? I'm praying it's the South American bid. That's what it should be. At least it won't be Saudi Arabia. 90th minute. How much stoppage time is left? 3-1 Jamaica. Let's remember St. Kitts could be eliminated or will be eliminated if they lose tonight. St. Kitts will be eliminated from Gold Cup contention if they lose tonight. It should be South America, but we know it probably won't be. But now that Saudi Arabia is out, maybe it will be the South American bid. It should be South America. Five minutes of stoppage time, dear Lord. Jamaica looking for a second, or Trinidad looking for a second cross. That's blocked away. That'll be cleared and taken up. Oh! Shamar. Damari Gray on a hat trick. If he scores a third, well, he would have a hat trick, but he possibly can get one shot over the bar by Damari Gray. He wanted the hat trick, didn't he? Argentina will go to the quarterfinals in 2026, my guess. When did Jamaica decide to actually be good? Tonight. They did in the first half, and I guess they're trying now. If actually being good about after the World Cup qualification cycle for 2022 is over. But I'm happy to see Jamaica live up to their potential. I have no idea. Shot. Goal! Oh, no, side netting. That was blocked away. That was the side netting. I'm like, oh, wait, no. Wait, it was a goal? 4-3 or 4-1. And that was Whisper Richards. It is a goal. Whisper Richards. It was off the defender. But Whisper Richards takes the shot and it ends up in the net. 4-1. It's an own goal, but Dewan Whisper Richards sets up the goal on his debut. Give it to the kid. Come on. It's an own goal, but give it to the kid. Dewan Whisper Richards sets up the 4-1, but it's an own goal off of Moses, I'm guessing. I don't think the keeper or the defender, it is Dewan Whisper Richards with his first. Yeah, because the player didn't really try to put it in there. It just went off him. So in his debut, Dewan Richards scores as a 17-year-old in the Gold Cup. 93rd minute, 90 plus 3. It's 4-1. Jamaica, they did give it to the kid. Yeah. Dewan Whisper Richards scores off the deflection. His first goal of his international career. The Wonder Kid gets off on the right foot as a sub in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. True. Now you want me to see a now you want me to see them. Now you making me want me to see them make a Chuck Blazer biopic with John Goodman playing Chuck Blazer. Somebody needs to do that. That needs to happen. John Goodman playing Chuck Blazer in the Chuck Blazer story. Conca Mafia. Free kick here for Damari Gray. If I'm the only person in the theater watching that movie, I don't give a shit. I will watch that movie. One, I like John Goodman. Second of all, shot over the bar. Speaking of St. Louis native John Goodman. Halftime 2-1 Minnesota over Kaiserslautern. And that's full time, 4-1 for Jamaica. They are topping the group as of now. If the U.S. wins 3-0, the U.S. will top the group. No, I think USA has to win 4-0 to top the group, actually, on the night going into the final match day. If St. Kitts loses, they will be eliminated. But that is the next game. With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Once subscribed, send super chats on a live stream. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the next 30 minutes, 25 minutes for USA versus St. Kitts and Nevis live. And then review that once it's over. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.